Jarrett Thomas steps in the first pitch of our ball game. He has a strike to begin things off. A .351 average for Thomas. He's 2 for 9 of the series. No ball, 1 strike count. Defensive shift to the right side of the infield. And the 0-1 pitch by Hartley. Now back, and it's 0-2.
A couple of fastballs by Hartley to start this at bat off. 1 at 88, 1 at 89. Both good pitches on the edge of the plate. One was riding in right there. The first one right on the outside corner.
Big start today for Wiley Hartley, number 7 in starts this year. And the 0-2 pitch. And missed up high, a ball and 2 strikes.
There's elevated fastball there at 90. Hartley's got a good slider and a good changeup. He can go to either one of those here.
Now set for a 1-2 pitch. And here it comes. Down low, 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Texas in this series batting .231. Their overall batting average for the season is at .290. Now a 2-2 offer. And Hartley delivers. That's hit to right field. Ziska hustles over, and on the run, he'll make the catch and 1 down.
Hartley decides to go to the off-speed pitch here and catches Jared Thomas way out in front. It catches off the end of the bat, flies out to right.
The night outfield, Matt Preves, Anthony Calabro, and Jack Ziska. Left to right, Braden Calise, Mikey Kluska, Andrew Brate, Lex Bodecker. Third to first, and Dylan King catches for Wiley Hartley. Jalen Flores steps in. The shortstop batting .341. Hit his 17th homer to make it a 1-run game last night of the 9th inning. And he swings and misses there.
Fastball at 91 under the hands of Flores. Good spot.
He's one of 4 Longhorns with double-digit home runs on the season. Texas with 102 home runs. And the 0-1 pitch. Down to the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike count. Flores 2 for 8 in this series. 35 total extra base hits, 18 doubles with those homers. And he hits a line drive down the left field line. He probably has double number 19. He'll get down to second base, and it's a 1-out double for Jalen Flores.
Flores gets a fastball at the top of the zone at 89 miles an hour and turns the barrel to it. Just hits a shot down the line for an easy stand-up double. You see it's at the top of the zone, turns the barrel over. Great location right there, well hit.
So Flores down at second. And now Peyton Powell steps in. The Longhorn third baseman, the average at .328. So Texas here in the top of the first gets a runner in scoring position with 1 out. And the pitch. Missed up high, ball 1.
He went to the plate there while looking at second base. Tough to pick up your point of aim when you're looking down at second instead of home plate.
1 ball, no strikes the count. And a 1-0. Grounded foul past the coaching box at first.
Goes off speed there. Powell out in front of it. Rolls it over foul down the first baseline.
1 ball, 1 strike count. Time call by the home plate umpire. Sean Arthur has the assignment today behind the plate. Now the 1-1 pitch. That's hit to the outfield on the grass. It's Brate playing there, fires to first and gets the out. So Brate, about 12-15 steps in the outfield grass, makes the throw from shallow right field. Runner goes to third, 2 down.
Yeah, I made the comment last night. If he plays any further back, he's going to need a cutoff man to get the ball to first base. Takes a good drop step there to get a good angle on that ball. Fields it clean and gets the out at first.
So 2 down now. And Max Ballou steps in, the right fielder. The average at .345. He's 1 for 6 in the series. 2 outs, runner at third. Again, Brate on that outfield grass. And the pitch. Down low for ball 1. Wiley Hartley missed a month for UCF. Had an arm injury in that 1-inning performance against Kansas State and was out for a month. And May 7th went 2 innings against North Florida. Now the 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and no strikes.
Cut off the fastball there. Missed down and in at 91. Got to stay through it a little bit longer.
2 ball, no strike count, 2 outs, and a runner at third for Texas. And the pitch. He missed away, now 3-0.
Tries to get back in with the changeup there. Just misses down. It's not a bad spot, but not in a 2-0 count.
3 ball, no strike count. And the pitch. Strike call there, 3-1.
Probably a generous strike call there on a 3-0 count. Might have caught the corner on the inside part of the plate, but it looked like it was off.
Now 3-1. And Hartley's pitch. Swing and a miss. Off speed there. The count goes full.
Devastating changeup right there. Saw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball on the inside part of the plate and then see an 82-mile-an-hour changeup right there that looked exactly like the fastball out of his hand.
Dangerous hitter in blue here. Schussler as dangerous, if not more, on deck. And the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, be a base hit right field. 2 out, single for Blue. The Longhorns take a 1-0 lead.
Blue gets himself a breaking ball. It's up in the zone. Looked like a cutter. A little bit here, a little bit of break. Gets his hands inside of that and just drives it to right field. Hard ground ball through the infield to do the job to score the run.
46th RBI for Blue. And Texas goes on top. First time they've had the first lead in a ball game in this series. Now Kimball Schussler steps in. The average at 352. He had that great game-ending at bat last night. Great for UCF. He battled, though, 14 pitches. And the pitch here. Strike, 0-1.
Yeah, he was fantastic yesterday at the plate. Really locked in, seeing pitches really well. Had a triple and a homer in the game. And that last at-bat, it felt like it was never going to end.
He's 3 for 8 in this series. As Steven mentioned, a triple and a home run last night. 1 run in, 2 outs, 1 on for Texas here in the first. And the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away, 0-2.
Good time for the changeup here. Fouls off a fastball. Looked to be on time for it.
No ball, 2 strike count. The 0-2 pitch by Hartley. Strike 3 called. And the inning ends 16, 12, and 13 in league play. And LeBaron Johnson. The numbers 2-4 ERA, just below 6. He was lights out last year. A little bit different this year. He's got 61 strikeouts on the season. And when he's on, he can be really good, Steven.
Yeah, and he's been really good at home. He's struggled on the road so far this year. He's got an ERA of 11.8 on the road so far this year, but the kid's got an electric fastball. I mean, you're going to see 97, 98 from him at some point today. And then he's got a good slider, a hard slider in the upper 80s, and then a splitty. Split finger fastball to the bottom just drops right out of, but even that is in the upper 80s. His command is going to be the key for him tonight.
From Jacksonville, so family and friends down today. Saw the family with the number 57 on a number of jerseys today, so big chance for him to come back to the state of Florida. In between innings, Texas coach David Pierce came out. He may have had a few words to Sean Arthur that kind of questioned the strike zone that last at bat by Kimball Schussler.
Yeah, I thought strike 3 on that fastball was a good 8 to 10 inches off the plate. If either one of these pitchers are getting that pitch, I mean, it's going to be a good night for the pitchers.
Andrew Bright steps in to start the UCF half of the first, down 1-0. The average at 291. And Bright 3 for 7 in the weekend series. And LeBaron Johnson, the right-hander, delivers. Down low for ball 1.
LeBaron Johnson's got such great tilt. I mean, his pitch comes out from such a high angle with his long arms, and he's got that great height at 6'4", 6'5".
1 ball, no strike count to Braid in the pitch. There's a strike at 93 to even the count at 1.
Fastball there at 93 on the outer third. Ball just explodes out of his hand.
1 ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch. Brait takes inside 2-1. Opponents hitting .303 off of LeBaron Johnson, who's given up a team high 8 home runs and 17 doubles. 2-1 strike count. And the pitch. Down low, now 3-1 to Brait.
Sometimes when you got such a steep angle that the ball's coming in, it could be hard to command, and you see him missing down in the zone already. Sometimes the ball starts to flatten out when you get up in the zone.
3-1 strike count. And the pitch. And strike called there to make the count full 3-2.
A good leadoff at bat here for Andrew Brait, giving his teammates a good look right here so far at LeBaron Johnson, getting his full count.
3-2 strike count to Brait. And the pitch. Ground ball to third and past the third baseman down the line. Brait rounds first. Brait will stay there at first. And a leadoff man aboard for UCF. Well, we saw last night Peyton Powell make a couple of fantastic plays in that short hop, Stephen, but that one got by him.
Yeah, this ball's hit hard off the bat of Andrew Brait, and it's a tough play because it's that do or die where you either got to come in and make that play, because if you take a drop step, probably going to eat you up there too. So it's that in-between play. He did his best to kind of work his way through it, just couldn't make a play.
So Brait's on to start the UCF first. Matt Prebesk will step in. He's got 2 hits in this series, among them a 3-run homer last night for UCF. The season average at .359. And he takes strike 1.
There's a slider there, 85-mile-an-hour slider. Right down the middle, just laying that one over the plate to get ahead.
No ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch. In there for strike 2. 95, yeah.
95 on that fastball there with incredible tilt. That angle is unbelievable.
Oh, and 2 to Prebesk. And a throw to first, and Brait stands up as he jumps back.
It's a good pickoff move for a big guy. Big guys sometimes struggle with that move, moving their feet well around the mound. He's a really good athlete and moves his feet really well.
No ball, 2 strike count. And the pitch home. Blocked by Galvan on a pitch in the dirt, 1-2.
That looked like it might have been the split finger there. Galvan does a great job blocking that up. Could have been the slider there too. It's hard to tell between the two of them when you spike it like that.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off by Prebesk.
That's a slider there. It's a big at bat here for Prebesk. 1-2 count here, and he's seen fastball and slider from him. Has yet to see the split finger.
Now the 1-2 pitch again, waits for a pickoff attempt at first, and Brait dives back.
Barely back. I mean, I'm telling you, it's a pretty good move.
Waiting on a 1-2 pitch. And here it comes. Fouled off, hit and runs on. And Brait will head back to first.
Brait had a really good jump there. And with 2 strikes, Prebesk got to protect the zone. He fouls that slider off.
Still sits on 1-2 the count. Texas with a run in the top half of the first. Another 1-2 pitch. And Johnson delivers up high to Prebesk. 96 on the gun that time, 2-2.
Yeah, aired out a fastball there at 96. Just ran up and away. That's usually a sign of trying to overthrow. Body way ahead of your arm.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 97 on the fastball, 1 down.
Electric fastball. I mean, it's not crazy location. Catches a lot of plate. It's on the outer third of the plate, but 97, just a little too much for Prebesk there.
So 1 out, 1 on for Jack Ziska, the night right fielder, batting .318. Jack's 2 for 7 in the series. So Braid at first. They did rule that an error on Peyton Powell. It's a tough error to charge him, but Braid's at first with 1 out. Jiska takes a strike. It's 0-1.
96 on the fastball there. We're starting to see LeBaron Johnson settle in with that heater.
No ball, 1 strike count. And again, a throw to first, and Braid this time will dive back. Jiska steps back in. Back foot touching that chalk in the back line of the batter's box. Here's an 0-1 pitch by LeBaron Johnson. And fouled off. He's behind 0-2.
You want to give yourself as much time as you can to see 96, 97 like they're seeing right now. And he's on that, which is still a little bit too much hair on that fastball. Fouled it straight back into Rylan Galvan.
No ball, 2 strike count. The Knights team batting average at 286 coming in. Hitting 270 in the series. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And back-to-back strikeouts for LeBaron Johnson, 2 down.
A really good pitch right there. Looked like the slider and just bottom drops out of that one. Good break on it. Hard pitch, 87 miles an hour.
2 down now for Lex Bodecker, the Knight first baseman, batting 274. Lex 1 for 9 in this series. Braid still sits at first to get the inning going, but has not advanced. And Bodecker takes a strike.
96 there on the outer third. When you got the velocity that LeBaron Johnson has, you don't have to live around the edges. You just throw it right by guys.
Now the 0-1. Popped up, and that should be out of play third base side. Count goes 0-2.
Bodecker a little behind on the 96 mile an hour fastball. It's up.
The last 2 outings for Johnson, you felt like he had a pitcher lacking confidence coming in. But he's been sharp here in the first. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He strikes out 3 after a leadoff man gets aboard. So the confidence factor high for LeBaron Johnson. And to 1, Texas has a 1-0. The average of 222 for the left fielder. And he hits this to left field, and that will drop in front of Prebesk, and a leadoff single for Texas.
Porter Brown does a good job on an off-speed pitch. It's just up in the zone. It looked like a pitch that Hartley's just trying to get over the plate to get ahead here. And it's a slider that's left at the top of the zone, and he stays right with it, gets himself a base hit to left field to start this inning off for the Longhorns.
So a leadoff single for Texas, and early going, the Longhorn bats are active against Wiley Hartley. Rylan Galvan now will step in. The Texas catcher batting 284, but he's 0 for 6 in the weekend. Porter Brown at first with 11 stolen bases on the year. And Hartley's pitch. High fly ball way back, and that ball is gone. Galvan crushes one to left field, and Texas takes a 3-0 lead.
Rylan Galvan hit that ball, and he immediately knew it. And he took his time getting down the first baseline. I'll be curious to see if home plate umpire Sean Arthur says anything to him when he gets to home plate. But, man, he absolutely annihilates this ball well out of the ballpark to left field and gives this Texas Longhorn offense 2 more runs to add on the board. You see him admiring that home run there. Boy, oh boy. It's a long trot for Rylan Galvan.
Well, the 103rd home run hit by Texas this year, the 8th hit by Galvan. And the Longhorn bats have come out today active. Will Gasparino is homered in this series as well, and he swings and misses. And now, how does Wiley Hartley handle the adversity down 3-0 now?
Looked like a similar pitch that he started Galvan off with.
And missed outside.
Slider misses there.
The 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2-1.
Not many guys at that pitch right there is down low on, but a guy that's 6'6" at the plate, that's down low on him.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away, 2-2.
Fouls off the 91-mile-an-hour fastball there on the outer third of the plate.
2-ball, 2-strike count to Gasparino. And Hartley's 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul. Well, it's early, but Texas got that run. Then LeBaron Johnson strikes out 3 in the first, and now the big home run, and you just feel the seesaw go to Texas now with momentum and a more active dugout.
Well, it's the first time they've had the momentum to start the game. UCF's had the momentum Friday and Saturday.
2-2 pitch, and fouled off.
But you're right, it has been a seesaw of emotions and momentum this entire weekend so far, just going back and forth between these two teams. They match up really well against each other.
Now a 2-2 pitch by Hartley. Once again, he delivers. Low 3-2.
Missed away with the changeup there. Gasparino gets himself a full count here.
3-2 pitch by Hartley. Fouled off by Gasparino. We mentioned he doesn't walk much. He's played in 50 of the 51 games for Texas, and he's walked us 8 times. Another 3-2 pitch by Hartley. Ball 4. So Gasparino walked for just the 9th time, and a rough start to this inning for Wiley Hartley as the Longhorns lead 3-0 and still nobody out. Steps in. The average at 223. Gasparino's at first. Got a couple of stolen bases on the year. Texas leads 3-0. Nobody out here in the second. And a bunt foul by Kennedy.
Even up 3, you see Texas trying to play a little small ball and get that runner in scoring position. They want every run that they can.
Well, he's got the big bat to the top of the lineup behind D. Kennedy, so you understand the sacrifice situation here. Let's see if he does it again. He does score a bunt, and he bunts, and it goes foul. Now 0-2.
Both of these bunts are angled down the third baseline like he's trying to get it for a hit. You got the first baseline wide open with Lex Bodeker having to hold on Gasparino at first base.
No ball, 2-strike count. And the pitch. Gets high off the glove of King. Down to second base goes Gasparino. It's a free 90 feet given by UCF there.
A wild pitch there right over the head of King. Looked like it might have gotten crossed up a little bit. That ball came in a little hotter than King was expecting.
Now 1-2 count. Now Kennedy can likely focus on trying to hit away here. Runner at second with nobody out. And the pitch. Way outside. 2-2 right now. Wiley Hartley seems more than a little bit off.
Yeah, he's definitely off. I mean, something's not right with the rhythm. He's usually very good when it comes to his command.
2-2 pitch here. Up high, and again, looked like Dylan King and him were not on the same page. The count goes full.
Yeah, this looks like he's supposed to throw a slider, but it just doesn't break. It's a backed up slider that's just riding the opposite direction, riding in to D. Kennedy.
Full count pitch. Strike 3 called. Kennedy thought he had ball 4. And home plate umpire Sean Author says strike 3.
That's one way to do it. Just throw the ball all over the zone, and then when you get a full count, dot up on the outside corner for strike 3. A 91-mile-an-hour heater right on the outside corner.
Work still to do, though, for Wiley Hartley as the Longhorns get to the top of the lineup here. And out comes out comes Rich Wallace. And that'll be a quick change for UCF. So with the top of the lineup coming up, The Knights will call upon Chase Santala in his first time up. So Santala steps on the mound for his 17th appearance. And a runner at second, one out. A base hit, home run, a walk, a wild pitch, and a strikeout thus far through the second. And the pitch by Santala. This ball one.
And this is what we've seen from him lately, is the command hasn't been there for him. He's struggled to put pitches where he wanted. Well, earlier in the year, he was spot on with his command.
One ball, no strike count. And the pitch. Outside, 2-0.
Santala's got a really good breaking ball. You see it there at 86, just missing away with it. But fastball in the low to even mid-90s sometimes, up to 94, 95. But the slider hard, 85, 87.
The 2-0 pitch. Fouled off the net in front of us. Now it goes to 2-1.
92-mile-an-hour heater there, fouled off by Thomas.
Now the 2-1. Hit to right center field. It'll find a gap. One run will score. Down to second base will go Thomas, and Texas is a 4-0 lead.
94-mile-an-hour fastball, and Jared Thomas makes a heck of a move to get the barrel to this ball because it's on the inside part of the plate. He turns and gets the barrel to it. Beautiful swing to split the gap out in right center. Get himself an RBI double.
15th double for Thomas. He drives home his 40th run. And it's a 4-0 Texas lead. Jalen Flores doubled his first time up. That's hit to left field. Priebus goes back. He'll make the catch on the run. And 2 down, but man, it sounds like BP for Texas, every ball they're hitting right now.
They're finding a lot of barrels. They are finding a lot of barrels. Another really good swing. Jalen Flores hammers this ball. And Priebus just happy playing in the right spot. Makes a few steps to his left and makes a play.
2 down now for Peyton Powell. A ground out to Brate, playing in the outfield grass. Back from second base where Brate's lined up again. And the pitch. Down low for ball one. Here's Brate, and you can see the distance from the infield dirt to where he's at. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1.
Oh, really good slider there. Starts in the zone, works its way down and out. Really out of the zone, inside to Powell.
1 ball, 1 strike count. 2 outs, a runner at second. 3 runs in for Texas. They lead 4-0 here in the second. There's a strike. 93 there, 1-2.
It's an accidental strike. And Dylan King standing up behind home plate wants a high fastball, and then Santala misses.
1 ball, 2 strike count. And the pitch, runner goes, and he'll get to third base. That pitch is in the dirt. It'll be a stolen base for Jared Thomas, his team leading 15th in as many tries this year.
Bounced the slider here and never stopped his feet at second base. Jared Thomas keeps his feet moving. As soon as he sees that leg lift up from Chase Santala, he takes off for third base.
2 ball, 2 strike count. 2 outs, a runner at third for Texas. And the pitch. Fouled off into the night dugout. Do a 2-2 pitch again for Chase Santala. He's trying to keep his team in this game. It's also his own game to get back on track here. In a tough spot against this Longhorn lineup. Another 2-2 pitch. And swing and a miss. He gets a strikeout, but the Longhorns get 3 runs, 0. Cedarburg batting .316. And he takes a strike, 0-1. Now LeBaron Johnson, who has struggled on the road, takes a deep breath, Stephen. He's got a 4-run lead and feels good the way his offense can put up some numbers.
Yeah, he should feel pretty good having a 4-run lead going into the second inning.
The 0-1 pitch down low to Cedarburg, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off by Cedarburg, 1-2. The day began with UCF with the Baylor doubleheader loss to Oklahoma yesterday. The Knights have clinched a spot in the Big 12 tournament. 12 teams are in. It's down now to Texas Tech and Baylor for the final spot. And Cedarburg grounds this towards short. Flores will field and throw, and they'll get Cedarburg at first, one down.
Good play by Flores coming in and making that throw on the run. Looked a lot like his coach that he's got on the bench, Troy Tulowitzki, coming in to make that play, throw it on the run. This ball just tapped off the end of the bat. 94-mile-an-hour fastball, works his way in, throws right through that ball to get the first out.
So Flores makes the play at short. Anthony Calabro steps in, the Knights center fielder, batting .205. Is 1 for 8 in the series. And he takes a look at a strike, 0-1. If Texas Tech wins today at Oklahoma State, that would eliminate Baylor, and the 10 teams then would be set, not as far as seeding, but the 10 that would go to the conference tournament would be known. Calabro swings and misses. He's behind 0-2.
A nasty off-speed pitch there. Bottom just drops out from LeBaron Johnson. Nice pitch for the second strike.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. And a fourth strikeout for Johnson, 2 down.
And goes back to what looked like a slider there. Good pitch, good depth on it. Swing and miss from Calabro for strike 3. You see, swings right over the top of that thing, right where he wanted it at the bottom of the zone.
2 quick outs. Dylan King steps in, the UCF catcher, batting .250. Mets with 2 outs and nobody on. 4-0 Texas lead, bottom of the second. Just outside, ball 1. Just to finish off, Oklahoma will watch today. If Oklahoma State loses, then the Sooners are regular season champions. Otherwise, Oklahoma has to lose all 3 games at Cincinnati next week, and Oklahoma State has to win all of their games in a series at Houston. 1-1 the count. Rich Wallace didn't like that call.
I thought that was down.
One pitch. Down low, 2-1.
And you see everything going from LeBaron Johnson is coming out from such a high point and ending up so low in the zone. It's got such a great depth to it. Everything has such great tilt and comes in really steep.
2-1 strikeout to Dylan King. Now 3-1 down low.
See it there. I mean, the release point looks like it's going to be a fastball down at the bottom of the zone, and it just keeps going down because of how high the ball is being released from.
3-1 pitch. Ball 4. 2-out walk puts Dylan King aboard.
Rylan Galvan there tries to give a little bit of a higher target for LeBaron Johnson, give him something a little bit higher to look at because he keeps missing down with that fastball.
2 outs, runner at first for Braden Calise. Ninth third baseman, batting .272. He's got 3 hits in this series. He's 3 for 7. And he steps in against the big right-hander LeBaron Johnson. And the pitch. The strike. 0-1.
Gets back in the zone after the walk with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball to get ahead of Braden Calise here.
The 0-1 offer. Ground ball to third. Easy play for Powell. He'll fire to first to get the out. A 2-out walk for UCF, but no more. We go through 2 in the visiting Longhorns. Came on in relief for Wally Hartley, who went just an inning and a third for UCF. 4-0 Texas as we start the third. And Centella misses outside for ball 1.
94 just runs off the plate with the fastball.
1 ball, no strike count. And that's outside now, 2-0.
Good count for a good hitter right here. Max Ballou already hitting about 350 with 17 homers.
2-0 pitch by Chase Santella. Now 3-0 down low. Leadoff man aboard in the second, not the first for Texas, but a 3-0 count here to Ballou. And the pitch. Strike there, 3-1.
Automatic take right there from Ballou. Santella takes advantage of it and just throws a 94-mile-an-hour heater right down the middle.
3 ball, 1 strike count. And a 3-1 pitch. Strike there, full count.
3-1 slider. I mean, it is Santella's best pitch. Goes to it there and lays it over the middle of the plate, and Ballou's looking here.
Full count. And the pitch. Fouled back. Still 3-2.
The fastball there at the top of the zone, fouled straight back from Max Ballou. This is a good time for Santella to go back to his slider.
3 ball, 2 strike count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout, second for Santella, 1 down.
Decides to go fastball up in the zone and gets chased from Max Ballou. This ball is probably up and out of the zone. And he gives it chase and swings right through it.
1 down for Kimball Schuessler, who steps in. Struck out looking to end the Texas first. The pitch he thought was out of the zone. He steps in with 1 out, nobody on. And Santella's pitch is in there for strike 0-1.
Santella paints the corner with 94 right there. It's probably the best pitch he's thrown so far.
4-0 Texas. Top half of the third. Each team a win in this series. And a ground ball to short, Kluska. Fires over to first and 2 down.
Great job by Santella to bounce back. It's a three ball count to start this inning off. And now he's got himself a couple outs pretty quick.
2 down now, Porter Brown with a base hit his first time up. The average now 227. He's been the hot hitter for Texas, the most hits among the Longhorn players. He's 4 for 7 in this series. He bats with 2 outs, no on, and time call by the home plate umpire Sean Arthur. Now set to go. And the pitch by Chase Santella. Swings and fouls it off down the left field side. So, Mother's Day breakfast. What do we do at the Breakhouse today?
Yeah, I made my wife some scrambled eggs and some bacon this morning.
Nice.
My oldest daughter and I ran out to Publix real quick to make sure we got the fresh flowers. So she got a nice little bouquet plus an orchid.
Oh, one that's popped up. Back goes Kluska, the shortstop. In comes Prebesk, and it'll be Calise, the third baseman, that makes the catch. More in the breakfast in a moment. The Longhorns go down
Just from a local place that she had in the oven for her and the girls.
Mikey Kluska, the night shortstop, takes down low ball 1. It's a hearty breakfast.
Yeah, it was a good one. The girls, and plus, went to fruit picking the day before, so they had fresh fruit along with it.
1 ball, no strike count. And the pitch. Down low, Stephen brought me a few of the peaches you guys picked up today.
Yeah. We made sure that you and your lovely wife get to enjoy some of the peaches that were picked.
2 ball, no strike count to Kluska. Leading off the bottom of the third, LeBaron Johnson's pitch down low 3-0. I offered Steven some of the red grapes I bought earlier today.
Yeah.
I didn't pick them, but
hey, look.
Kindness comes in many forms.
Absolutely it does.
Yeah.
You provide plenty.
Well, thank you. You're kind. We're going to do a little Mother's Day and birthday celebration tomorrow in my house.
Nice.
There's a 3-0 pitch to Mikey Kluska. And a strike, 3-1.
What's that going to look like?
Do a little barbecuing.
Nice.
My daughters are going to come over and do a little Mother's Day gifts and maybe a gift or two they got me. There's a ground ball to short. Flores fires in time, and after a 3-0 count, Johnson gets the ground out, 1 down.
Great job. I mean, Johnson right there gets behind 3-0, works his way back into the count, gets a ground out to the sure-handed shortstop, Jalen Flores, for the first out of the inning.
1 down and back to the top of the lineup, Andrew Brate. Got a board on an error. Tough play at third as Peyton Powell, that little short hop, got past him. So Brate bats now with 1 out, nobody on. There's a strike, 0-1.
Slider, first pitch for a strike. Good one right there from LeBaron Johnson.
No ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch. It's away, 1-1. It's a gift that I got my wife a few weeks ago. I put it somewhere in the house, and I got to remember.
It's the worst, isn't it?
I think I've narrowed it down to a few places. 1 ball, 1 strike count, the pitch. Down low, 2-1.
So that's what you get for being prepared. You buy a gift in advance, you hide it somewhere, next thing you know, it goes missing.
I told you yesterday, she gave me the gifts that she bought herself that I'm giving her.
Yep.
And there's a few other gifts that I got, and one somewhere in the house. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball, foul, third base side. Well, everything in life has a confidence factor to it. LeBaron Johnson, as Steven mentioned earlier, has really struggled on the road. He comes back to his home state, family and friends here. He's got a 4-0 lead, and the electric stuff that was there last year seems to be back today for Texas. 2-2 pitch here. And just missed there, 3-2.
Yeah, he looks incredible. I mean, if it were me, I'd be laying down bunts and doing a few other things here to try to get him off the mound and get him out of his groove, just to try to break things up.
3-2 count to Brate. And the pitch. Just missed inside, ball 4. Second walk allowed by LeBaron Johnson. He's got 4 strikeouts and 1 on, 1 out for UCF.
And the next 3 guys are all strikeout victims, so he's got to feel pretty good about it. I mean, even though you got the walk there, he's had some success against these next 3 guys.
Matt Prebesk again homered yesterday. He did strike out first time up against LeBaron Johnson. Brate off at first. And the pitch to Prebesk. It's down low for ball 1.
Fastball 94, misses down and in. Wonder if we'll see anything in motion here, maybe a hit and run or something like that. Try to get something going for this UCF offense.
The 1-0 pitch. Waits for the throw to first, and Brate dives back. One ball, no strike count. And that's in the dirt, blocked by Galvan. Now 2-0, so suddenly Johnson, 2 pitches in the dirt.
That's a split finger there. When he misses with the splitty, that's where he misses with it, is down.
2 ball, no strike count. It's a 4-0 Texas lead here, bottom of the 3rd. The pitch. A strike there, 94, 2-1.
He's fallen behind all 3 of these UCF hitters so far. Worked his way back against Kluska, trying to work his way back here against Prebesk.
Waiting on a 2-1 pitch and throw to first again, runner back. Brates at first. He drew the 1-out walk. And a 2-1 pitch to Matt Prebesk. Bounce it back. Right up here. Now a 2-2 count.
A little behind on that 96-mile-an-hour heater. Understandably so.
Prebesk steps out, now back in, looking for hit number 70 on the season for him. A 2-2 pitch to come by LeBaron Johnson. But he'll wait for the first, and Braid again dies back. A little hidden ball trick there by Jared Thomas.
I love it.
Fake the throw back to the mound.
I love it. And sometimes you'll get a guy to just step off the bag and you got yourself an out.
Now the 2-2 pitch home. And Previs, did he go around? No, on the appeal to third base. Close on the appeal.
And you might be asking yourself, how do you even take the bat off your shoulder on a ball that bounces in the dirt like that? It's a split finger fastball at 89 miles an hour. So it looks like it's a straight fastball out his hand, which has been coming in at 94 to 97, and then all of a sudden the bottom drops out of it about 5 feet from you and ends up in the dirt.
Now full count to Previs. And the pitch. Foul tip caught by Galvan. A big strikeout there for runner at first with 2 down. And Ziska takes strike 1.
Split finger fastball there. That's one of the first times we've seen it up in the zone. Usually it's either at the bottom of the zone or getting a swing and miss.
No ball, 1 strike count. Fouled off by Braden. He's quickly, rather by Ziska. He's quickly behind 0-2.
95-mile-an-hour fastball. An 86-mile-an-hour split finger that's over the plate, gets him looking first pitch, and then 95-mile-an-hour fastball there at the top of the zone fouls him straight back.
No ball, 2 strike count to Jack Ziska. 2 outs, runner at first. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And a 6th strikeout for LeBaron Johnson through 3. Knights have been a base runner in every inning, but nothing to show for. For starter Wiley Hartley, we start the 4th and a 4-0 lead for Texas. And the pitch. Down low for ball 1.
Misses with a slider there. Starts him off with a slider at 87 and just misses down and away. Santala's got to find a way to get ahead of these hitters.
The 1-0 pitch to right field. That should get foul, and Ziska's run will stop as that ball goes out of play, and the youngsters fight for it. Count even up at 1. The biggest kid got the ball.
That's how it goes sometimes.
1 ball, 1 strike count to Ron Galvan. Rich Wallace trying to find the right formula to get his team back in this game. They got to try to stop Texas from adding runs right now.
Big Liar at the plate.
Now a 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, fair down the line. Galvan rounds first. He'll get to second base, and it's a double. An interesting call. Brandon Myson called it fair. Backing up.
And he's moving quite a bit to call this fair. And now we can't see from this angle whether or not it goes over the bag, but you could see that it lands 2 feet foul right there. Past the bag. And Khalees is having a few words with him about whether or not that landed fair, and he don't want to hear any part of it.
Just a question, is that something Sean Arthur, the home plate umpire, can and should help?
Yeah, I mean, he's not. His partner already backed him up on the play at home plate. Now he'd back him up on that one there.
So the Longhorns get a leadoff runner at second on the double by Galvan. Will Gasparino with the plate. Walked his first time up, takes down low for ball 1.
It's the first changeup we've seen from Santala. Misses down and in with it.
The 1-0 pitch. Now 2-0 missed inside.
Another changeup there, it looked like.
Najir Victor throws in the UCF bullpen. Knights already trail 4-0, and Texas looking to add more here top of the 4th. Turn to second, and He'll make a throw with the runner back. There's Najir Victor throwing. Now a 2-0 pitch. Foul tip caught, 2-1.
Good fastball. 94. Just fouled off by Gasparino, but he's on it.
2 ball, 1 strike count. 4-0 Texas. Top of the 4th, a leadoff double for the Longhorns to start the inning. And the pitch. Line caught by the second baseman, Andrew Brate, with a web jam play.
Oh, this is a full extension diving play by Andrew Brate. What a play by the UCF second baseman. Line shot off the bat of Gasparino. Full extension just in the web of that glove. Like you said, web gem play right there. And that possibly saves a run.
No doubt it saves a run. 1 out and a big out there. As D. Kennedy steps in, he struck out. He was the last batter Wiley Hartley faced. That's with 1 out, runner at second. And the pitch. Down low, blocked by Dylan King. If Brate's 1 step to his right, he doesn't catch that ball.
Yeah. I mean, good base running by Rylan Galvan, too, to freeze there and not get doubled up. Could have very easily been taken off for third base trying to score, but stays right where he's at.
1 ball, no strike count. The pitch. Foul tipped, it's 1-1. Jason Talib coming on in the second inning again, trying to get him back on track. He leads the team in saves, but had a rough month. 1-1 count here. 1 out, runner at second. Again, a turn and throw to second base. Now 1-1 pitch to D. Kennedy, and here it comes. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Good slider right there at 87. I go right back to the slider here if you're Santala.
1 ball, 2 strike count. 1 out, runner down at second. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. Third strikeout for Santala. 2 down.
Second time D. Kennedy's been caught looking. This one's on a really good slider. It just paints the outside corner for strike 3.
So 2 outs and back to the top of the lineup for Texas, and Jarrett Thomas. A fly out and an RBI double for Thomas. 1 for 2 this afternoon. 3 of 11 in the series. So Santala will try to pitch out of the situation, which had a leadoff double to start the inning, but a tough out to get here. Grounded foul by Thomas.
Web gem play over there in the dugout.
A really nice play.
Balzer, bullpen arm from UCF. A bare hand play over there. Snatched that ball up pretty quick.
No ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch. Foul a little bit further down the dugout of UCF. It's 0-2. Now got him at 0-2.
Your best pitch has been your slider. Go to your slider. The only problem is the slider kind of, it's got to be that back foot slider to the left-handed hitter. Leave it over the heart of the plate. Like we've seen with these Texas hitters, they'll punish the baseball.
No ball, 2 strike count. And the pitch. Fouled away.
Or you can go fastball down the middle, one or the other. Either way.
No ball, 2 strike count. Pitch 37 coming for Chase Santala. And the 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball and a base hit to center field. It'll bring home the run, make it 5-0 Texas. So Jared Thomas shows you why he's so good and gets that base hit to make it 5-0.
Yeah, it gets a 93-mile-an-hour heater, and this is what these Longhorn hitters have done against heaters. They find the barrel to them all the time, and there it is again. Like I said, I definitely would have gone slider there. It's your best pitch. It's what you've been feeling. Left the fastball over the zone. RBI base hit.
So a 2-out single by Thomas. Now 5-0 Texas lead, and Jalen Flores, a double and a line-out, steps in. Down low, ball 1. Five runs, 7 hits for Texas. Top of the 4th, Knights no runs and no hits. 1-0 pitch, ground ball to short. Kluska's got to go to first. He'll throw and get the out there. The Longhorns get a run on 2 hits. Quite well for Texas. LeBaron Johnson has struck out 6 through 3. Has not allowed a hit. And Lex Bodecker will lead things off for UCF to start the 4th. And Stephen down 5-0. Knights got to figure out how to get to LeBaron Johnson and chip away. Otherwise, it could be an easy Texas win.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to find a way to play the game and play the game how they've played all year. Situational baseball. Lay some bunts down, make some things happen.
And the pitch. Down low to the Knight first baseman. LeBaron Johnson went 4 1/3 last week against Oklahoma State. Gave up 7 hits and 4 runs. A 1-0 pitch. Down low 2-0 to start before at Oklahoma. He went just 3, gave up 9 hits and 5 runs. So he'd been knocked around the last 2 starts, but he's looked unhittable today.
And it's been a Jekyll and Hyde act for him all year. And when you talk to their staff, he's got Friday stuff, but sometimes shows up like a guy that shouldn't be pitching.
Strike there, 2-1.
And he's locked in today, like you said. I mean, he's been fantastic.
2-1 strike count. And the pitch. Popped up into shallow center field. The shortstop, Flores, comes out, gives way to Gasparino, makes the catch, and 1 down to the 4th.
Another one right there, right? 2-0 count. Works his way back in and gets the pop up to center field for the first out of the inning. Pretty easy work for LeBaron Johnson.
1 down for Matt Cedarberg. Cedarberg grounded out to short his first time up. Five nothing Texas. A run in the first, 3 in the second, and 1 in the 4th. And the pitch. Down low, ball 1 to Cedarberg. Knights play a Tuesday game against Bethune-Cookman, then will leave Wednesday morning for the state of Texas. The 1-0 pitch. Down low 2-0. Play 3 at Baylor next week. That series may mean nothing to Baylor. If Texas Tech wins today, Baylor cannot make the conference tournament. Then after 3 at Waco, UCF will travel to Arlington for the conference tournament. Cedarberg looks at a strike. It's 2-1. Texas closes out play without a midweek game this week. They'll host Kansas for 3 in Austin. 2-1 strike count, 1 out. And the pitch. Down low, 3-1. Three ball, 1 strike count. Texas 10-5 in true road games. UCF 21-8 at home. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 3-2.
LeBaron Johnson once again falls behind in a count, works his way back, now got himself a full count. I mean, he's been out there competing like crazy today. He's been really fun to watch.
Now 3-2 pitch. And Cedarberg fouls it off. He's got 6 strikeouts. His season high is 10 against Washington back on March the 15th. His Big 12 high this year was 7 against TCU back on the 21st of April. 3-ball, 2-strike count pitch. Ball 4. Cedarburg draws a walk. Johnson has walked a runner in each of the last 3 innings.
But it hasn't come back to hurt him yet because he gets right back in the zone. And if the trend continues, he's going to do that right here.
So Cedarburg's at first, and LeBaron Johnson will face Anthony Calabro, who he struck out last time. As Calabro will step in. One of the challenges for a Rich Wallace baseball team, and again, the RPI is good, the record's good, it's the amount of wins, and the other thing, it's the optics of a team that might finish 9th in the conference. Calabro looks at a strike. They could finish as high as 6th. That would need a win today and then winning next week. Would the selection committee, if UCF doesn't win the Big 12 tournament, would they give an at-large bid to a team that finishes 8th or 9th in the Big 12? That's not a precedent that is strongly favoring UCF. Calabro takes ball 1.
Yeah, and they had multiple games canceled early in the year that, due to weather, that were winnable ball games that would look good on the resume right now if you had, 34 wins at this point, 35 wins.
UCF comes in 31-16 today. Pickoff attempt at first, gets past the first baseman. Cedarburg will get down to second. And hold there. So 1-out runner down at second base.
Throw just gets away from LeBaron Johnson, and Jared Thomas feels like he should have been able to make a play there, just out of his reach though.
So runner at second, just to finish that point. And the other thing UCF is fighting is just within the conference. You look at, for example, Cincinnati, they're 16-11 in league play, RPI 52. But again, they could finish 4th in the league. A league that's rated 3rd on RPI.
Right.
Then you're in the other numbers crunch. Kansas State RPI 35, TCU 39. So that's why every game's so important for Rich Wallace' team. They're going to get to Arlington, but if they don't win that tournament, what's the rest of the body work look like? Calabro swings a pitch way ahead of him and fouls it off.
Slider there way out in front of it. Hooks it in the Texas dugout.
The Longhorns came in today RPI 48. Again, UCF was 34, but Texas 16-10. Again, and the heritage name that means something inside that room when the committee decides at-large spots. 1-2 pitch to Calabro. And he swings and misses and strikes out for a second time today. 7 strikeouts for LeBaron Johnson.
It's a slider up in the zone, and Calabro just can't get to it. Swings right through this pitch. It's a hard slider at 85 miles an hour.
So 2 down now. And there's Dylan King. He walked his first time up. And UCF has had a base runner in each inning, but no runs to show for it. Dylan King takes outside ball 1. One ball, no strike count. 5-0 Texas, bottom half of the 4th. And the pitch. Outside 2-0.
Missed with the fastball, 94 right there. Still a good fastball on LeBaron Johnson, even 70 pitches into this game.
Two ball, no strike count. Again, no hits for UCF. 3 walks in the game and 1 base runner via Texas error. 2-0 pitch. Throw down to second base. It's high, but then Flores also fakes if the ball got past him. But Cedarburg is back at second. We've talked all weekend. Rylan Galvan, who homered in this game. You're so impressed with his work behind the plate.
I mean, look at this thing. This is an absolute missile for behind home plate. I mean, he could have. That ball, if it's not caught by Jalen Flores, is going to hit Will Gasparino in the chest in center field.
Chopper to first base. Pitcher cover. And the flip in time to end the inning. A walk with no more for you. 3, 4, 5 in that Texas lineup. Peyton Powell's over 2, 1 for 11 in the series. The Longhorn third baseman steps in as we start the 5th. Centella's pitch down low for ball 1.
Was off speed first pitch, misses down and away. Got to get ahead of these Texas hitters. They're really good in advantage counts.
1 ball, no strike count. Missed outside, 2-0. Rich Wallace and Drew Thomas, head coach and pitching coach for UCF, focused on this game here. But also have to wonder about, again, the number 3 starter for this staff. 2-0 pitch. Out of the zone, 3-0.
I assume they're going to get Najir Victor getting hot here pretty soon.
Three ball, no strike count. And the pitch. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk starts the inning for the Texas Longhorns.
Leadoff walks will come back.
Hayden Powell at first, couple of stolen bases in 4 tries this year. And Najir Victor set to go. And he fires 96 out of the zone, ball 1.
Good fastball, just misses at the top of the zone. I mean, that looked like it caught Dylan King off guard behind home plate, too.
1 ball, no strike count. And there's a wild pitch. Down to second base goes the runner.
96 again on that fastball, and that one's just right by the hitter and Dylan King, the catcher.
2 ball, no strike count. A runner down at second. And Texas trying to build an early 5-0 lead. High fly ball to center field. Calabro shades over to his right. Makes the catch. Runner goes back to second and 1 down.
Great job by Najir Victor to get in here and get the out. I know he had the wild pitch, moves the runner to second base, but gets the first out of this inning. UCF needs to get something going here.
Looks like Ozzie may have had lunch and headed back home. Stephen Branca's amazed at the construction at Ozzie's nest that's been going on.
Yeah, it's a 2-story type construction he's got at this point.
Kimball Schuessler takes down low, ball 1. In the last 7 innings for Najir Victor in appearances, which goes back the last 5 games, he's allowed 2 runs, none of them earned. And he's given up 2 hits in that stretch.
Yeah, he's gotten so much better as the year has gone on, and it's the time that UCF needs him to get going.
1 ball, no strike count, 1 out, runner at second. A strike there, 1-1.
And now Texas doesn't like the strike call there, and UCF fans are the ones that do like it. It's just a back and forth day with home plate umpire Sean Arthur right now.
1 ball, 1 strike count. A strikeout and ground out for Schuessler. 3 for 10 in the series. And that gets away from Dylan King, and at third base goes the runner. So 2 wild pitches puts a Longhorn runner at third base.
That's a slider in the dirt and just spinning so hard that Dylan King can't keep it in front of him.
Now 2 ball, 1 strike count. Drew Thomas, pitching coach, watches on. His staff has been among the best, if not the best, in many categories, the Big 12 this year, which I think has surprised a lot of people. Infield in for UCF, runner at third. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to third. Calise looks the runner back, fires over to first, gets the out there, 2 down.
Great job right there once again to get a ground ball out. Got himself 2 outs now. See if he can get out of this jam, lead that runner on third base.
The ground ball to Calise, and right there to look at the runner, make the throw, and 2 down. Porter Brown, a base hit in the second, and popped out to Calise his last time up. He's got 4 hits in the series for Texas. The pitch. Down low, blocked by King. 2 wild pitches in the inning already. One ball, no strike count.
Struggling to command the slider right now. That one there again in the dirt. One of the wild pitches was a slider as well.
The 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. Good cut there by Brown. It evens up at 195 on the radar for Nadir Victor.
The fastball's been electric. I mean, 95 right there for a strike.
Overcast, we started to sun peeking through the clouds right now. The 1-1 pitch by Victor. Fouled away left field side again. Rich Wallace, the UCF head coach, ejected on the pitching change. Had some words to the home plate umpire, Sean Arthur. And Arthur began to walk away, and Rich said something else, and Arthur said, "Your day's done." 1 ball, 2 strike count with 2 outs. And the pitch. Fouled off.
You know, I think there's a right way and a wrong way to talk to the umpire, and I think the way he went about it's the right way. He wasn't staring him down and yelling at him from the dugout. He waited till he came out to the mound, having a visit, to tell him, you know, ask a few questions about where that last pitch was, and they had a few words, but it's about as respectful as could be.
1-2 again. Up high, 2-2.
Fastball there at 98. Now, we don't know what was said, but he wasn't trying to show him up.
I don't think it was a tip for good Italian food. Try this restaurant either, though.
No.
2-2 pitch. Foul tip caught by Dylan King. So leadoff walk, couple of wild pitches, but Nadir Victor keeps it on.
He's also avoided letting up any hits. I mean, he's been unbelievable. And when he does get behind on hitters, he finds his way right back in the zone. And if he does walk a guy, he bounces right back from it.
Start the last of the 5th. Here's the pitch to Calise. And he thought about bunting, but pulls back and takes ball 1.
And I like the idea of pulling Peyton Powell at third base, moving him in a little bit, open up the defense for himself.
There's a strike, 1-1. LeBaron Johnson's thrown 100 or more pitches 4 times, including 110 against Texas Tech, but he went 4 1/3 in that game. 1 ball, 1 strike count. And he one-ups that 2-1.
110 while throwing 4 1/3. That's a lot of pitches and not a lot of innings.
He walked 6 in that game. He has walked 3 in this game, but he's also struck out 7. 2-1 pitch to the night third baseman. Now 3-1.
I think these UCF hitters need to start taking more pitches, as you're seeing here. We got a 3-1 count. I'd even take a pitch here, make him come to you. Just really start to work the count on LeBaron Johnson.
3-1 pitch. Ball 4. The leadoff man is on. It's the 4th walk allowed by Johnson.
We talked about command being the key to LeBaron's success, and he's bounced back from it every time. And so we'll see if he bounces back here from the leadoff walk.
Just a few bodies stretching in the Texas bullpen. They lead 5-0, but a leadoff man aboard for UCF. Here's Mikey Kluska. There's a look down to the pen for the Longhorns. Mikey Kluska grounded out the short his first time up. The pitch. Low again.
I'd give him the take here. Lead off walk, ball to you, first pitch. Make him throw you a strike.
The look now down is to third base. Roberto Lopez with the signs after Coach Wallace got ejected. A 1-0 pitch. Hit to center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. The first hit for UCF of the afternoon. And something brewing for the Knights. First and second, nobody out.
Good piece of hitting, 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Gets the barrel out to it, and good piece of hitting. Just right back up the middle. And now UCF's got first and second with the top of the order coming up. Got to feel good about
I
it.
think your point was make him throw strikes, but with the first pitch in the dirt, maybe the sense was he's got to throw me a fastball around the zone here now.
It's got to be the pitch that you could drive in a gap somewhere. That one's not in a gap, but it's a base hit, and that's what you'll take.
Now Andrew Brate steps in. He's been on base twice, reached on an error in the bottom of the first and walked in the third. First and second, nobody out for UCF, down 5-0. That's in the dirt, ball one.
Yeah, you see the command issues, right? He's gotten behind all three of these hitters so far.
One ball, no strike count to Brate. And the pitch. There's a strike. 1-1.
That's a tough pitch right there. I mean, up and in. Called strike on 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
1-1 the count to Brate. And LeBaron Johnson looks back at second, throws home. Low, 2-1.
I don't claim to be an umpire or say that an umpire's job is easy. They just consistency is what you're looking for most times, right?
Jaden Duplantier throws in the Texas bullpen. He pitched in Friday's game. 2-1 pitch. Fouled away by Brate.
94 on the outer third. Now we've seen, hopefully an umpire will give a ball or two off the plate away. We haven't seen him call that pitch up and in yet, and that's part of the rumblings that you hear.
There's the righty in the Texas bullpen. 2-2 count to Brate. 2 on to start the inning for UCF. Down 5-0. Ground ball, base hit left field. Rounding third is Calise. He'll come home. Here comes a throw way up high. The run scores. Runners advance to second and third. It's a 5-1 ball game. Now getting caught between home and third and diving back is Mikey Kluska. It's a 5-1 ball game. And second and third, still nobody out.
Andrew Brate gives himself a fastball at 93, and he turns on it. Gets it through the hole on the left side of the infield. Drives in the run from second base. And then the throw out in left field from Brown is way over everybody's head. Luckily, it doesn't go in the UCF dugout for them. But runners advance to second and third now.
And just like that, here comes David Pierce out of the dugout. So as good as LeBaron Johnson has been, the inning begins with some fireworks for field back for Texas. And Freebest takes ball one. Freebest batting second today for UCF. The 1-0. Ahead of that pitch, fouls it off. 1-1.
Looked like a split finger there, maybe a little bit off on that fastball. That one only at 89, and Prevest way out in front.
LeBaron Johnson has thrown 12 wild pitches this year. 1-1 pitch to Prevest. Ground ball and a base hit center field. 1-1 scores. Here comes Brate. It's a new ball game, a 5-3 contest as Prevest drives home a pair.
Now Prevest doesn't let his last two at-bats get to him here. It's a brand new at-bat, and he gets a base hit up the middle, drives in 2 runs in a huge spot for UCF. And it's a good pitch by LeBaron Johnson, down and in, tough to get to, but he drops the barrel to it. And now UCF is within striking distance once again.
The 70th hit for Matt Prevest. He drives home his 33rd and 34th run. And a throw to first, runner back. Just got a sac fly against Duplantier in Friday's game.
That was a well-struck ball, too.
Runner at first with nobody out. Jack Ziska, 10 homers, team high 42 RBIs. The pitch. First pitch fouls that back at a play. And we talked about the seesaw of emotions, and Texas seemed to come to the ballpark with more energy. Now all of a sudden the UCF dugout has some life.
Well, we were expecting it to pendulum back, right? Because it has all weekend. Friday and Saturday, both games were back and forth, back and forth. But early in this game, it felt like UCF wasn't going to show up. Now they've made a presence here, and they're working their way back into this ball game.
No ball, 1 strike count, runner at first. And the pitch. And a strike. 73 miles an hour there.
Yeah, curveball right there. Pretty good pitch from Duplantier. Paints the inside corner with it.
No ball, 2-strike count. Prevesk at first. He drove home a pair of runs. And the 0-2 pitch. And foul tip caught. Ziska down on strikes. He claims catcher interference right there.
And I think he's got a point. I mean, the sound was different. It was definitely two sounds. It sounded like...
Again, Rich Wallace has been ejected. So Norberto Lopez is going to come down from the box at third. Tough to tell there on the...
Yeah, that's tough to tell, but it sounded like two sounds. It sounded like the ball was caught, which was one sound, but it sounded like something else had hit the glove. I'm not sure if it was catcher interference,
but super slow if we can here.
It's hard to tell. And you see the swing starts here. It does. The glove moves.
There's a little bit of movement there in the glove.
The glove moves. It's hard to see, but there is slight glove movement whenever the bat comes by the glove. He swings. Look at the glove move before the ball comes in.
Replay, and we'll know in a matter of seconds. And the call is that he is out. Foul tip caught. One down. Yeah, I don't believe they get audio. And it's an out, one down. Got to play on. So one down, one out for Lex Bodecker. Again, UCF has already had head coach Rich Wallace ejected. They did get the replay there, but it doesn't go their way. Lex Bodecker 0 for 2 steps in. Still just a 2-run ball game, so the tying run still to the plate for UCF. Prevesk off at first. And there's a strike. 0-1.
It sounded like, to me, it hit off the laces of the catcher's glove. It didn't disrupt his glove enough to make full contact with it, but it definitely sounded.
No ball, 1-strike count. 1 out, 1 on. And the pitch. Down low, blocked by Galvan. Now 1-1.
Bounced the fastball there. It's such a tough pitch right there for Galvan to get in front of, especially with a runner on first base.
Again, I'll say this. On the replay, they don't get audio, and it's hard to judge on just the video there that's a clear catcher's interference. So
right.
A little bit of fairness to them. 1 ball, 1-strike count, and 1 out, 1 on. 5-3 ball game. And the pitch. 2-1.
Fastball at the top of the zone, not called a strike there. Just misses.
2 ball, 1-strike count. Bottom half of the 5th. Now 5-3 game after Texas led 5-0. The 2-1 pitch. Runner goes, slap to left field, a base hit. Prevesk will stop at second, an opposite field single for Lex Bodecker. And it's first and second, 1 out for UCF.
Lex Bodecker goes right with this pitch. Stays right on it and drives it opposite field really well. Gets full extension, just a line drive, uses the hands so well from the left side and just barrels this ball to give UCF another base runner.
They entered this game with no hits through 4. They've got 4 in this inning, and Matt Cedarberg now bats. A ground out and a walk for Cedarberg. Runners at first and second. Duplantier's pitch. Ball 1.
Duplantier is trying to get himself a ground ball here, get him out of the inning. He's got a good defense playing behind him to try to let those guys work. Throws a breaking ball there, trying to induce the ground ball.
1 ball, no strike count to Cedarberg. The pitch. A little bit late there in the cut, fouls it off, 1-1. Matt Cedarberg again, a start at DH for his 2nd straight day. He'll wait for a 1-1 pitch. With runners at first and second and 1 out. And here it comes. Wild pitch. Everybody advances. trying to find the ball. Galvan can't find it. Here comes Priebus trying to score. He will. And to third base goes Bodecker. It's 5-4, and the tying runs at third.
I mean, what a turn of events here. Ball gets away on a breaking ball from Rylan Galvan, who's been unbelievable behind the plate defensively. He just can't come up with this ball here. It looks like he tries to pick it instead of drop and block, and in that situation, that's a drop and block situation. You got to keep that ball in front of you. Not able to do it, and it's 2 bases for the UCF runners to advance on that wild pitch.
Smart play by Priebus. Now the infield comes in for Texas with the tying run at third base and 1 out in a 5-4 game. 2 ball, 1 strike count. The pitch. A strike. It's 2-2.
Duplantier lays in a breaking ball there to even up the count.
Two and 2 to Cedarburg. Next Bodecker at third. 5-4 ball game, bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. In the dirt again. It's 3-2.
And the Texas infield is in at this point. They're trying to cut down that run at home plate and make sure that didn't score and tie this ball game up.
Full count to Matt Cedarburg. Andre Duplantier at the belt, infield in. And the pitch. Hit to center field. That's a base hit. We're tied at 5. An RBI single for Matt Cedarburg, and the Knights have erased a 5-run deficit.
I mean, Matt Cedarburg right there in a huge situation. 3-2 count, runner on third base. The guy's got ice running through his veins. He's been a guy that comes off the bench, got a few spot starts here and there, but he keeps hitting as he comes in. He's hitting 316 coming into today, and this is a massive hit right here to drive in that run and tie the ball game up.
So pinch hitter for UCF now, A.J. Nestler will bat with the right in what is a 5-5 ball game. 5 runs in the inning for UCF and still batting. The pitch. Nestler takes a look at strike 1.
89-mile-an-hour fastball. But Nestler coming off the bench, an opportunity for him to see a pitch, get acclimated to this ball game.
No ball, 1 strike count. A throw to first, and Cedarburg is back. A.J. Nestler 0 for 2 in this series. Waits on an 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. This should be 2. Flores steps on second, throws to first, and the inning. Rylan Galvan steps in, the catcher today. A home run or a double for Texas. So dangerous as we start the top of the 6th. Nadir Victor's pitch. Outside for ball 1. A 5-5 game. Each team's got a win in this series. The 1-0 pitch. That's up 2 balls and no strikes. Knights have gone 5-3 in Big 12 series. Got 1 more next week at Baylor. They would love to add a 6-series win today. 2-0 pitch. Big cut and a miss there. 95 miles an hour. 2-1.
Galvan gets a little antsy in a 2-0 count and chases the fastball at 95 up out of the zone.
2 ball, 1 strike count. Sun shining after the clouds were here early in the game. 2-1 pitch. Popped up in the infield. Kluska and Brait. It'll be Kluska, the shortstop, makes the catch, and 1 down.
Great job right there by Nadir Victor to get back in the zone and get the first out of this inning after getting behind 2-0.
So 1 down now for Will Gasparino. A rare walk for him back in the first. He scored a run and then lined out to second base in a web gem play by Andrew Brait. Almost as good as a picture Stephen Branca's mom sent him of your dive years ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Old and washed up now.
1 out, nobody on. And the pitch. A strike, 0-1.
94 finds the outside corner there for strike 1, gets ahead.
Where was that picture taken?
It was Stanton, Virginia, summer ball. back in probably 2010, 11.
The 0-1 pitch. Gets away. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Did Mom take that, or the team photo, or
No,
what?
that was a reporter or somebody with the team that took that. And
Look at picture.
that's not bad.
You didn't Photoshop that, did you?
No, that's real
Legitimate
life.
dive?
That's a
Like you were
legitimate-
up in the air?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 96 by Najir Victor, 1-2.
I mean, that fastball is looking pretty good so far from Victor, especially when he's down in the zone with it.
1 ball, 2 strike count. The 1-2 pitch. And popped out of play. Stays 1-2. Gasparino, 6'6" freshman for David Pierce. It's nice to know that your center field spot's secure for the next couple of years with this guy.
And he's just going to get better as he goes as a freshman. Yeah, he's got a ton of strikeouts as a freshman. He's not walking as much, but, you know, the plate discipline will come with experience.
1-2 pitch again. And there it's hit to left field. Backing up as Preves goes back, and that ball's off the wall. To second base goes Gasparino, and there he is for the 1-out double for Texas.
As we talk about him, he almost knocks over the left field fence, hits an absolute rocket to left field, and looked like he mishit this ball a little bit, but it just kept carrying. He's so strong and just got such great leverage with that frame that he has. Just laces this ball about a foot away from being a home run.
Well, a big double for Texas after UCF put a 5 spot in the bottom of the 5th. They try to retake the lead here in a 5-5 game, and here comes D. Kennedy, who was struck out twice today. He'll face Najir Victor for the first time. Braden Calise up a few steps in case Kennedy thinks bunt, with Lex Bodeker shifted way to the right.
It's a good time for it.
And the pitch. Outside, ball 1.
And Kennedy with good speed would be playing it, and his chances of getting a hit out of it as well, especially with Bodeker playing so far over, like you said.
Top of the lineup behind him. One ball, no strike count. And the pitch. 2-0. 97, but up out of the zone.
Yeah, missed again up with 97. Fastball, I mean, it's exploding out of his hand. It's just a command, getting that thing down in the zone and letting it work for him.
2 ball, no strike count. And the pitch. 3-0, and now Kennedy's going to be taken all the way.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be taken here. I mean, UCF's got to find a way to get back in the zone, and Texas would love to have first and second right here to get something going here in this inning.
With the big bats behind Kennedy. 3-0 pitch. Strike called. Kennedy threw his bat. Thinking ball 4. May have had a case. One thing about the Sunday strike zone, it's been consistently wider.
That's a polite way to put it, absolutely. I mean, this pitch is 95 and down just below the knees.
3-1 pitch. Ball 4. He ends up walking him, and Texas something brewing here in the 6th right now. He got the out to start the inning, but then the doubled and walk, and here comes trouble with the top of that Texas lineup. And the pitch. Ground ball to second. Brate knocks it down, flips, and he is out at second. Texas will challenge. Brate saves a run just by getting a glove on the ball. The question is, did he get the flip in time? The call on the field is out.
Yeah, we'll find out right here, but it's a heck of a play, like you said, to keep the ball in the infield. It's a big stop right there, because at worst, you have bases loaded here for Texas, and that ball gets through. It's definitely a hit. And there's a run that's scoring. Knocks it down, flip. Man, that's tough to tell.
The call on the field is out.
See the ball coming in.
And he may be there. I think this is going to get overturned.
Yeah,
So I think it's going to be bases loaded, no out for Texas. But again, Brate saves the run from scoring there. It's a quick review, and I think you'll see the call is going to be reversed here. And he's safe, yeah. That's the right call. Bases loaded now for Jalen Flores. So Texas trying to retake the lead, and the Longhorns have him loaded with one out. Again, it's a great play by Brate just to keep the ball in the infield.
Absolutely. It's a great play to keep the ball in the infield. You'd love to get an out there, but, you know, it just wasn't in time. Good hustle there by D. Kennedy to get to second base.
Knight infield, middle is back. Flores, a double, line out, and a ground out. And Sosnowski's pitch. Swings and foul tips into the glove of Dylan King, 0-1.
That's a cutter right there from Sosnowski, just working its way away from the right-handed hitting Jalen Flores at 88 miles an hour.
Pitch clock didn't reset, but Sosnowski set to go with the 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Outside, 1-1.
Slider there at 81. Good breaking ball just off the plate, though.
1 ball, 1 strike count. 5-5 game, top of the 6th, but Texas has the bases loaded and 1 out. The 1-1 pitch. High fly ball deep to center field. Going back is Nessler. He'll make the catch. Runners will tag, and Texas takes a 6-5 lead. Everybody advances there. It's a big extra 90 feet. The runner from first, Jared Thomas, to get there. But they ran it down in the outfield, 6-5 lead.
I mean, that's exactly what you're trying to do in that situation. You want to make the center fielder go back, and Jalen Flores does just that. Makes A.J. Nessler in center field go back for the easy sac fly, and all the other runners advance too.
Well, now UCF looks for now to keep it a 1-run deficit. Texas thinks about a base hit to put him back up 3 as Peyton Powell steps in. A ground out strikeout and a walk. The shift to the right side of the infield defensively. A strike, 0-1.
Breaking ball first pitch to get ahead. Got to be careful here. Dangerous hitter.
No ball, 1 strike count. The 0-1 pitch. Blocked by Dylan King, and an important block there.
Yeah, it's a cutter just down, and short hops King behind home plate, but he's able to block that ball up.
1 ball, 1 strike count. Runners at second and third for Texas. They've reclaimed the lead after leading 5-0. UCF tied it up now 6-5 Longhorns. And the pitch. Strike 2.
Changeup away. You don't see the changeup from Sosnowski often, but you see it there to the left-handed hitter just fading away from him for the second strike.
1 ball, 2 strike count. With 2 outs and runners at second and third. And the pitch. Blocked by King. They'll say he didn't go in the appeal. It's 2-2.
Good breaking ball down in the dirt. Tries to get swing and miss, and King blocks up another one to save a run.
Two ball, 2 strike count. Again, 2 outs, runners at second and third. And a 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, base hit will bring home a pair, and Texas takes an 8-5 lead with a defensive shift on. Powell hits it to the right spot, and the Longhorns go up 8-5.
Yep, Powell hits himself at what would be an easy 6-3, but because of the shift, it's a base hit through the infield, and now Texas regains that 3-run lead. See, it's a fastball away, and he just goes with it, and with nobody over at shortstop, it's going to roll right through there.
The shift giveth and taketh sometimes. And now Texas takes momentum back with an 8-5 lead and still batting. Max Ballou gets a strike. It's 0-1.
Sosnowski does what he's always done. I mean, he's getting ahead of these hitters, and that's what has given him the success that he's had.
The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. It's 0-2. Well, Texas got that big 1-out double from Gasparino, and then the walk to the number 9 batter. That was the big one on Najir Victor. And a ground ball that Brate knocked down that left the bases loaded. Sac fly, the base hit. Here's the pitch. Fouled off.
A great answer back by the Longhorns. They give up a 5 spot in the 5th to tie the game up, and then they come back in the top of the 6th and drive in 3 runs, manufacture them the way they have all year. A great answer.
No ball, 2 strike count, 2 outs. And Sosnowski's 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. But Texas gets 3 runs on 3 hits. The Longhorns reach off the UCF inning. It takes down low ball 1.
Yeah, I can't thank my mom enough for taking me to all the practices, all the games, and everything else. There's no way I would have gotten as far as I did in my baseball career without her.
1-0 pitch, ground ball towards second. D. Kennedy will field and throw and get Dylan King 1 down. In the 6th inning, my mom's tuned in today. I wish her a very happy Mother's Day, and my sister happy Mother's Day as well. And nobody yelled more behind the Little League dugout than my mom did.
I love that.
Like, she wanted to hear chatter from everybody else in the dugout. Let's go.
Bring the energy. UCF needed that earlier today. We needed your mom here for this UCF team. They were sleepwalking through this thing.
Braden Calise, a ground out and a walk. And he takes strike 1. So Texas gets those 3 runs. They've kind of pulled momentum back on their side, and UCF now is to try to find that same energy they did in the 5th inning. 0-1 pitch inside, 1-1.
92-mile-an-hour sinker there. Got some good arm side run on the fastball from Hurley.
1 ball, 1 strike count. Outside, 2-1.
And he goes 85-mile-an-hour slider away that breaks off the plate away.
2 ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch. Ground ball to third. And Powell throws and a couple of ground outs. Start the 6th inning for UCF, 2 down.
A good play by Powell. I mean, Calise hustling down the line, trying to beat that ball out. Makes it a close play and a tough play for Peyton Powell.
2 down now, and Mikey Kluska will step in. Singled his last time up. Now bats with 2 outs and nobody on. There's ball 1 in the dirt. And UCF knows they're going to play in the Big 12 tournament, as the last spot available is going to go to either Texas Tech or Baylor. 1-0 pitch, ground ball, and off the glove, but Powell able to recover and fire in time. 3 ground outs in the inning for Charlie Hurley. The Longhorns head of the 7th. They've reestablished themselves for the lead, 8-5 here in top half of the 7th. Chris Sosnowski back out there for UCF, an 8-5 Texas lead after UCF got 5 in the 5th to tie it. The Longhorns get 3 in the 6th, and now go to work in the 7th. Kimball Schuessler 0 for 3 today, and the pitch by Sosnowski is in there for a strike.
And last inning is exactly how it's done. You put up a crooked number like the Longhorns did, you get back on the mound and you throw up a hoop. You go out and they throw up a 0 and get back out there on offense.
The 0-1 pitch. Breaks outside, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike count, and the pitch. Ground ball, and Calise fields and throws. And high, and ball is out of the glove. And Schuessler safe at first to start the Texas 7th.
Throw sails on Braden Calise, and Bodeker tries to pick him up and help him out and come up the line, catch this ball and put a tag down, and the ball comes out in the process. You see he jumps up, catches it, comes back to swipe the tag, and ball comes out when he makes contact with Schuessler.
Leadoff man gets aboard on the era to start the Texas 7th. Well, you've rallied from down 5, but I don't know if you want to let Texas rebuild that lead again to 5 or more and think you can come back. Getting late. Porter Brown is hit by a pitch. And now Texas has first and second with nobody out here.
The question is whether or not he was able to pull back or not. If the bat was left out, it looks like he pulls back, and yeah, he's hitting the back leg by that pitch.
Not the ideal way for UCF to start the top of the 7th. The perfect way for David Pierce's team. They've got first and second, nobody out. And the dangerous Rylan Galvan at the plate. A homer, double, and a pop out today Again, an 8-5 ball game. And Sosnowski's pitch. Pulled back on the bunt attempt. Ball 1.
Looked like a fastball just riding up and in on Galvan.
One ball, no strike count. A quiet UCF bullpen right now, too. And the 1-0 pitch. He bunts down the third base line, but foul.
Yeah, you figured there'd be somebody up there in the bullpen stretching or something, but they're all sitting down. They're relying on Sosnowski here.
I think at some point maybe Kyle Kramer begins to throw, trying to keep this within a manageable deficit. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Again, he squares to bunt, and he looks at a strike. 1-2.
Paints the outside corner. Get himself a 2-strike count. This is a big pitch right here.
Galvan turned and wiped across his chest. Maybe he says, I can still bunt if you want me to, or something else. 1-2 pitch by Sosnowski. He does square to bunt. Pulls back, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, it's something they do with 2 strikes. It's something they signal back to their dugout. They're playing for the name on the front, not the name on the back in the 2-strike situation. They're willing to shorten up and have a team at bat.
Did you write that in your own? That's good.
Thanks.
2-2 pitch by Sosnowski. And low 3-2, no sign of a bunt there. So now Galvan's taking the count full.
3-2 count, dangerous hitter too. He's willing to get himself up early, and now 3-2 count. He's looking to hit something in a gap.
3 ball, 2 strike count. First and second, nobody out on the pitch. Ball 4. Now they're wow, strike 3. And 1 out.
I mean, understandably so. You thought that was ball 4. I mean, it's a 2-seam fastball. It's riding in. Dylan King is sitting on the outside corner expecting it out there. Works its way inside. And now Pierce is letting home plate umpire hear about it. So both head coaches now have gone after home plate umpire.
One's got ejected. The other's still yelling right now. And 1 out. Runners at first and second on the strikeout. Now, Will Gasparino launched a double off the wall and left his last time up. And a big cut there, 0-1.
2-seam fastball runs under the hands of Gasparino. Tough pitch to get to.
No ball, 1 strike count. The 0-1. 1-1.
Breaking ball just stayed in. Never came back and reached the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch by the UCF right-hander. And here it comes. Fly ball out to left field. Prebesk and Nestler. Nestler makes the catch. Runners stay where they are and 2 down.
That's a big out right there. To get the second out here with the 9-hole hitter coming up. The last thing you want to do is face the top of this order with runners in scoring position. So huge at bat right here.
Yeah, Kennedy had the walk with 1 out in the 6th that put runners at first and second, and then things unraveled to give Texas 3 runs. 2 strikeouts and a walk for Deke Kennedy. 2 on, 2 outs for Texas. The lead 8-5 in the 7th. And a strike by Sosnowski, 0-1.
Lays a breaking ball in their first pitch to get ahead. Very important to get first strike.
No ball, 1 strike count. The pitch. Fly ball in the outfield. Prebesk and Nestler. It'll be Nestler again. Makes the catch. Texas gets first and second. Nobody out. So off. He takes his strike from Charlie Hurley. There was a little bit of fireworks at the end of that half inning. Kimball Schuessler came off the field. Said something to home plate umpire Sean Arthur. As Bray takes outside 1-1. Arthur barked at Schuessler, and then David Pierce came out, and Pierce spent the entire time before the first pitch of this inning talking back and forth with the home plate ump. Brate fouls that back. Rich Wallace got ejected for arguing earlier with Arthur, but he did not throw out David Pierce after what was a lengthy talk between the two.
Yeah, it's been a little bit chippy. The strike zone's been a little bit confusing at times.
1 ball, 2 strike count to Brate. 8-5 ball game, bottom of the 7th. And missed there, now 2-2.
Missed down and away with a fastball there.
Hurley hasn't pitched since an April 30th game against Sam Houston when 5 innings gave up 1 run. Brate fouls that away.
92-mile-an-hour fastball up and in, able to fight it off, but he's beat on that pitch. But a lot of times that fastball up is followed by a breaking ball. We'll see if he goes to his breaking ball here. It's a pretty good pitch.
Hasn't pitched in a conference game since April the 14th at Houston. 2-2 pitch here. And now 3-2.
That looked like a slider there. Started on the outer third and just worked off the plate.
Brate trying to get aboard to start the UCF 7th. And a 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. He's on to start the 7th inning.
That's what you're looking for UCF. You want to lead off walk, something to get things going. Get a leadoff guy on, try to make something happen.
Now Matt Prevesk, a big single back in that 5-run fifth for UCF. 1 for 3 today, 3 for 9 in the series. Brate at first has gotten on base all 4 plate appearances. And Prevesk hits a base hit center field. Brate will round second, hold up there. And Matt Prevesk has his second hit, and UCF will bring the tying run to the plate here in the 7th.
Matt Prevesk does what Matt Prevesk does all year. I mean, this is just take what the pitcher gives you and drive it where the pitch is hit, or pitch is thrown. And he just hits it right back up the box for a base hit. Hard ground ball, lives right through the middle of the field.
So Prevesk at first, his 71st hit of the season. Jack Ziska has had an un-Ziska-like day. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He's 2 for 10 in the series. And now bats with runners at first and second. Nobody out. His team down 8-5 in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. Hits it to left field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Rounding third is Brate. Here comes, he'll hold up. The throw is made, and the Knights will leave them loaded now with nobody out. Norberto Lopez doesn't want to risk something with nobody out. And now bases loaded for UCF.
And he was sending him originally, but Brate was waiting to make sure that that ball was going to drop out in left field. You see here, it's a line shot. Brate stops just over halfway to make sure it's going to drop, and by then he lost momentum and was not going to be able to score.
So Ziska comes through with the base hit. Now they're loaded for Lex Bodeker. A base hit his last time up. So after Texas got 3 in the 6th, here comes UCF trying to fight back again in the 7th. Bases loaded, nobody out. And Bodeker takes a strike, 0-1. Gage Boehm, the closer for Texas, is throwing in the bullpen. No ball, 1 strike count to Bodeker. Ground ball to the shortstop. They should get 2. They get 1. The relay is not in time. Lex hustles down the line. Run scores to make it 8-6, and it's first and third, 1 out.
Yeah, this is what you do defensively. You get 1, and that's a must. And then 2 would have been a plus, but ball's not hit hard enough, and it's a long flip. Instead of Jalen Flores throwing this ball, he underhand flips it. Takes a little bit longer to get to second base, and that was the difference in getting that out at first base.
So now an 8-6 ball game. Here's Matt Cedarberg. An RBI single last time up for Cedarberg. That base hit tied the game at 5. He bats with first and third, 1 out. And almost a pitch that got away from Galvan. He's able to backhand it. Ball 1.
Cedarberg came up clutch his last at bat with an RBI single. UCF's looking for him to do the same here.
One ball, no strike count. And now 2-0.
Slider on the outside corner. Bat left Cedarberg's shoulder like he wanted to take a a swing at that thing, but he keeps it close and doesn't go after it.
Cedarburg looks down that third base line to Norberto Lopez for a sign. Maybe the take sign on here, and he wants a timeout to make sure got the right signal. Pitch clock had been moving. They got to reset the pitch clock.
This is also a situation here that we've seen in the past. A safety squeeze, bunt down the first baseline with runners on first and third to bring that runner home.
So they call a strike to Cedarburg. It'll be a violation on Cedarburg there. So that's called a strike to make it 2-1. Wow.
Did he not call time? What was the reason?
Maybe it wasn't granted time. Now 2-ball, 1-strike count. And the pitch. Base hit center field. It's an 8-7 ball game. Matt Cedarburg says, I don't need 3 strikes. Here's an RBI single for you, and it's a 1-run game.
Another base hit right up the middle from Matt Cedarburg in a big situation. The kid has continued to do it. He's continued to get big hit after big hit this year. And another one right here to cut the lead down to 1 for this Longhorn team.
So the Knights battle back and still work to do with a tying run now at second base. The go-ahead run at first. It's a mound visit for head coach David Pierce. Second, pretty good speed. Bain set to go. And the pitch. Ground ball right to the second baseman Kennedy. They'll get the flip and the throw to first. And the inning-ending double play.
He's off the bag at second.
Is he off the bag at second? That's the call there. That may not end the inning. Texas wants to challenge that. And looks like we're going to get a challenge here. The call was safe at second. And we got to look at the replay, and
he's out.
Yeah, he touched the bag.
Jalen Flores kicks the bag. I mean, that's not even close.
Nestler's second straight at bat.
Yeah.
He'll ground there, and here's the official call. And he is out, and the inning ends. Yeah. 2 runs for UCF. We'll go to the 8th. It's an 8-7 ball game with Flores. 1-run lead for Texas here in the top of the 8th. And Sosnowski throws over. Runner back. And the pitch home. Down low, ball 1. 2 righties in the UCF bullpen, Spencer Bauer and Kyle Kramer throwing. Sosnowski, 4th UCF pitcher today. And a throw over, and Jared Thomas, who's 15 for 15 in stolen bases, is back. One ball, no strike count. And the pitch. Popped up and in foul territory. Bodeker hustles back, but it's in the stands.
Flores fouls off. It looked like an 86-mile-an-hour cutter. He's heading away from him. Fouls it down the first base line.
One ball, 1 strike count. And a 1-1 pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is fouled away.
Hit and run action there. Flores swinging at a fastball down in the zone. Fouls it off. Thomas had a pretty good jump, but not as good as we've seen from him.
One ball, 2 strike count. Again, we'll watch Thomas at first. And the pitch fouled off. Well, in a weird way, Texas Tech is going to walk into the Big 12 tournament. Their game at Oklahoma State rained out and will not be made up. And Baylor can't catch Texas Tech. So the 10 teams are known for the Big 12 tournament. Seeding still to be determined. The 1-2 pitch, runner goes, and it's fouled off.
Jared Thomas never stopped his feet over at first base. You could tell he was running from a mile away.
Texas Tech is done with Big 12 play. They'll play Arizona State non-conference game next weekend. They finish at 12-17. Baylor 9-18 cannot have a better win percentage than either UCF or Texas Tech. So Baylor, Houston, BYU, the three teams that will not go to Arlington. 1 ball, 2 strike count. And a throw over with a runner back. Now set for a 1-2 pitch, maybe. And here it comes. Line to left field and a base hit. On his way, but stopping midway to third base is Chavez, and the Longhorns have something brewing in the 8th with back-to-back singles off Sosnowski.
Back-to-back lasers off Sosnowski. Hanging off speed pitch there. Another one. And this one's hammered just as well as the first one was from Jared Thomas. Jalen Flores gets the barrel to it and just lines it to left.
So now first and second, nobody out for Texas in an 8-7 ball game, and Peyton Powell due up. Two righties throw, but Sosnowski's still out there. With runners at first and second, nobody out for Texas. Pulled back in the bunt attempt, ball 1.
And that could be why they didn't want to bring somebody in to face somebody that's going to bunt. Let the incumbent on the mound face the guy that's going to lay down a bunt and then go to the pen possibly after.
Bodecker way back at first, not holding a runner on at first and second situation. Calise up near the grass at third. The 1-0 pitch. 2-0, takes inside. He's going to bunt. Let him bunt.
Missed there with the heater in.
By the way, Oklahoma State not playing that game clinches the regular season title for Oklahoma in the Big 12. 2 ball, no strike count. And the pitch. 3-0.
Really good pitch there in a 2-0 count. Let's put it this way, we've seen worse called today as a strike.
Now 3-0. And the pitch. Strike 3 and 1. Three ball, 1 strike count. Texas has first and second, nobody out, top of the 8th. They lead 8-7. And a 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, and they're loaded with nobody out.
You got to go to the bullpen here.
So the tank for Sosnowski maybe running low. Now Spencer Bauer. So 8-7 with the dangerous Max Ballou up. He's 1 for 4, but Steven gave you some of the offensive numbers that show you how good he is. Knights have not turned a double play today. Texas has turned 2 in big moments, 2 to end that 5-run 5th. And in the 7th when UCF had 2 on and 1 out. Middle infield will go back for UCF on this to try to get a friendly ground ball. So here's Ballou stepping in. Bases loaded, no outs for Texas. They lead 8-7, top of the 8th. And Bauer set to go in his pitch. Outside, ball 1.
Goes off speed first pitch, misses away.
Spencer transfer from Elon to UCF. The 1-0 pitch. Low 2-0.
If you're Ballou, you got to make sure it's got to be your pitch that you could hammer somewhere in a gap. Otherwise, there's no business swinging at it.
2 ball, no strike count. And the 2-0. He's swinging to right field. Ziska coming in. He'll make the catch. He'll throw home. And he's safe at home. Ball gets passed, but backed up by Bauer to 9-7 Texas lead. Both runners advance, so second and third, one out.
That's a team at bat right there for Blue. He just gets a pitch that he can handle. I mean, it's a tough pitch to handle, up and in fastball. He gets the barrel to it, gets it deep enough for the sac fly, and extend their lead to 2 runs.
But no easing up on the Texas lineup.
No.
As Kimball Schuessler will step in. 0 for 4 today, but the average at 342, and they'll walk him. So the intentional pass will put him at first to load the bases. Well, sets you up for the force out or double play. Tough guy to double up though here in Porter Brown. 1 for 3 with a hit by pitch today. So Brown steps in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Now a 9-7 lead for Texas. And Bauer's pitch fouled off.
Change up there from Bauer, fouls it right off of his foot.
0 for 3 this year in bases loaded situations for Porter Brown. He's got 4 hits though in this series. No ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch. Fouled off again. It's 0-2.
Back to the change up there. Bauer's catching Porter Brown out in front on both of the changeups he's thrown so far.
You throw it again.
As long as you trust Dylan King to block it up behind home plate.
Bases loaded. The 0-2 pitch with 1 out. Outside, 1-2.
And he does. So he goes back to it, and King's able to keep it in front of him. Huge situation here with bases loaded. He's got to be a wall back there for UCF.
1 ball, 2 strike count. 9-7 lead for Texas, top of the 8th. And the 1-2 pitch. Blocked again by King, 2-2.
I think that's what he was trying to do with the one before. See if he can get Brown to swing. And Porter Brown has a good eye, stays off of both of those pitches down in the dirt.
The 2-2 pitch by Spencer Bauer. Now 3-2 down low and no place to put him.
And nowhere to go. Porter Brown does a great job working the count back to a full count. Putting together a pretty good at bat right here.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded. 9-7 Texas, top of the 8th. And the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off.
It looked like King gave the signs there between the legs, and pitch count might not have been used. Not a situation to be doing that with a runner on second base.
A few new baseballs for Sean Arthur, the umpire. Now set to go again, full count pitch. And he delivers. Ground ball, and Kluska will field. He'll throw to second. The only play they'll get there, it's a 10-7 lead for Texas. They'll get the ground ball, but deep in the hold, and Kluska only had 1 play there.
It's a good play by Mikey Kluska to backhand that ball and get the out at second base. It's the only chance he had of getting an out right there. Khalees is still working his way back to third base to try to cover, and there's no way he's throwing Porter Brown out across the infield.
To keep it 10-7 in the way this game's gone, Stephen, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, we've talked about it multiple times. I mean, the pendulum has swung both ways multiple times in this weekend, and so it's gone back and forth again today. Right now it's on the side of Texas, and UCF's trying to put a stop to that right now.
Other games, Kansas about to finish off Houston 9-5 in Lawrence. And West Virginia beat Kansas State 12-5. Texas Tech, Oklahoma State rained out, as was New Mexico State, TCU, that being a non-conference game. So first and third, 2 outs. And Galvan steps in. 10-7 lead for Texas. And the pitch. It's in there for strike.
Breaking ball there, catches the inside corner to get ahead. That's his best pitch, is his breaking ball.
No ball, 1 strike count. Foul tips it off, and 0-2.
Another breaking ball, but this one's up in the zone again and kind of floats over the middle of the plate, and Galvan just misses it.
No ball, 2 strike count. And the 0-2 pitch to right field. That's going to get foul, though. Stays at 0-2. Youngster's got himself a little souvenir today. Run back and show Mom. Say happy Mother's Day, Mom. 0-2 count to the Longhorn catcher. And the pitch. It's away, 1-2.
Tries to sneak the heater by him at 92, but it's just off the plate away.
Payne Powell's at third. Porter Brown at first for Texas. The 1-2 pitch by Kyle Kramer. Strike 3 called, and the inning ends. The Longhorns get 2 runs. Many days and nights.
Ballers out there.
Bottom half of the 8th. Here's Dylan King, the UCF catcher. A walk and 2 groundouts. Knights down by 3 as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. And Bame's pitch is a strike to Dylan King. 0-1.
Bame lays in a slider there. First pitch. Get ahead.
No ball, 1 strike count. Bounce that back above us.
Another slider there from him. Gets King to foul it off, but way ahead now. 0-2. Can do whatever he wants. He can elevate with a fastball here, bounce the breaking ball, try to get chase of some sort from Dylan King.
The 0-2 pitch to Dylan King. And he fouls it off to extend the at-bat.
Able to keep his hands back enough to get a piece of that breaking ball. Bame wants that pitch a little bit lower.
Gage Bame, 6'5", 255. Couple of stops of junior college before here at Texas. And the 0-2 pitch again. Ground ball to second, but Kennedy's in the outfield grass. He'll fire, and 1 down.
That's exactly what you're looking to do right there. If you're Gage Bame, get that first out of the way and get on to the next guy. Gets the ground ball, roll over to second base, and lets his defense work.
So 1 down. Here's Braden Colise, who'll be called back actually for pinch hitter and Andrew Sundin. So Sonny was in the lineup on Friday. Matt Cedarberg, the DH, last couple of days, still trying to battle back of that knee injury. And with the team down by 3, Sundin will come to the plate here. 274 the average. 5 homers on the year. And the pitch. Fouled off, 0-1.
It's that hard slider coming from Gage Bame. It's right in between a slider and a cutter, and it's a tough pitch to hit.
No ball, 1 strike count to Sonny. And the 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2.
And there is the cutter there at 88, working its way away from the right-handed hitting Andrew Sundin.
No ball, 2 strike count. And the 0-2 pitch to Sundin. Outside, first pinch hit spot for Sundin of the year. Now behind 1-2. 10-7 Texas lead, bottom half of the 8th. And the 1-2 pitch. Popped up into center field, hustling in, and it's going to be caught by Gasparino. Sliding catch in center field, 2 down.
What a play by Will Gasparino out in center field. Has to go a long way to get this ball. Makes a sliding catch. It almost looks like off the bat it's going to end up in no man's land, but he finds his way in there and makes a heck of a catch.
2 down, here's Mikey Kluska. A 1-for-3 afternoon for the night shortstop. The average of 245 on the year for Kluska. And he takes a look at strike 1. And the Knights at Baylor next weekend. Texas will be home for Kansas. No midweek game for the Longhorns. UCF will play a Tuesday game against Bethune-Cookman. The 0-1. Fouled off, it's 0-2.
Lots of sliders from Gage Bain so far this inning.
Ball game goes 3.5 hours right now. Arthur and Rylan Galvan, a brief conversation behind home plate.
I don't know. Galvan must have said something.
No ball, 2-strike count to Kluska. And the 0-2 pitch by Bain. Swing and a miss. And the Knights go down in order. The Longhorns lead it 10-7. And he goes around a pitch from Kyle Kramer, 0-1.
Slider first pitch from Kramer, and that's his best pitch. Gets a check swing for the strike.
No ball, 1-strike count. Down low, 1-1. Longhorns with a dozen hits today. Kramer's 1-1 pitch. Popped up in the infield. Who calls, who makes the catch? It's Brait. Right behind the mound, makes the catch, 1 down.
It's a slider again. 3 straight sliders to Gasparino from Kramer. He pops it straight up. Ball caught by Brait at third base.
So 1 out. And here's D. Kennedy. An 0-for-3 day with a walk. And ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Slider misses away.
The 1-0 pitch. Now 2-0.
Misses with the fastball, arm side, up and in.
Now the 2-0 pitch by Kramer. And he missed, now 3-0.
Fastball almost same spot there. Misses up and in. Body working ahead of his arm. Arm dragging behind a little bit on the heater.
Here comes the 305th pitch of this game. And there's a strike, 3-1. Three and 1 the count. 1 out, 10-7 Texas, top of the 9th in the pitch. Ball 4, Kennedy draws a walk.
Missed again with the fastball in. He thought he might have check swung there, but checked down to first base, and he says no.
Well, the second time UCF pitching has walked the number 9 batter to get to the top of the lineup with a runner on, and Jared Thomas has been pretty good today, 4 for 5.
I say that's all right.
Pretty good day. The average up to 361.
A couple ribbies in there too.
1 on, 1 out. Texas already up 10-7. First pitch to left field. That's going to be a foul ball. Fans fight for it down the line. No ball, 1 strike count on sophomore Jared Thomas. He waits for the 0-1 pitch. And Kramer delivers. Now back right on the screen in front of us. It's 0-2.
Good bounce back right here from Kramer to get ahead. A really tough hitter to get out today, especially.
No ball, 2 strike count. And the pitch. 1 hops that, and Kennedy stays at first base.
Did that bounce before his foot or between his feet? I mean, I thought it was going to hit off the foot of Jared Thomas.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Dylan King's been busy behind home plate today. And a 1-2 pitch by Kramer. Outside, 2-2.
A little bit too much arm side run on that fastball. Runs right off the corner.
Two ball, 2 strike count. And the pitch. Runner goes. And a line drive caught by Brate. He'll throw to first. They'll get the double play to end the inning. The 5th to tie. The Longhorns got 3 in the 6th. UCF answered with 2 in the 7th to make it 8-7. Texas with 2 in the top of the 8th gets us to 10-7. Here's Brate to begin the inning for UCF. On base, all 4 plate appearances. Single, 2 walks, and got a board on error. And he takes a look at strike 1.
Cutter first pitch. 87 miles an hour on the outside part of the plate to get ahead.
The 0-1 pitch to Brate. Chops it foul. Coming into this inning, Boehm got 5 outs on 12 pitches. So a lot left in his tank. 0-2 count to Brate. And the pitch. 1-2 low.
Yeah, he's been very efficient in this outing so far. I mean, it's been impressive.
1 ball, 2 strike count to Brate. And the pitch. Hit to center field. Gasparino coming in, and he will dive and make the catch. Another nice play by the freshman center fielder, Will Gasparino, 1 down.
I mean, not surprised by that once again. An incredible play out in center field by Will Gasparino. Gets on his horse, makes another sliding catch, this time in the opposite direction toward right field.
1 down of the inning. Matt Prebest. A couple of strikeouts and a couple of singles. 2 runs and 2 RBIs. But the Knights down to their final 2 outs, trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 9th. And ball 1 to Cedarburg.
Pretty good pitch there, just missed.
One ball, no strike count. UCF looking for base runners, down by 3 here in the 9th. There's a strike, 1-1.
Works his way back in with the same pitch that he just missed with.
1 ball, 1 strike count. And a 1-1 pitch. Hit to right field, a base hit. 3rd straight hit for Prebest. And the Knights have some life here in the 9th inning with a 1-out single.
Another barrel found by Matt Prebest. This one's a laser over the first baseman's head for a base hit. A little bit of a hanging slider that time, and he hangs with it and just drives it.
Well, now for UCF, you're just trying to get Ziska on. Trying to get yourself a shot with a tying run to the plate. Ziska, after striking out his first 3 at bats, hit a base hit his last time up. A runner at first with 1 out. UCF down 10-7, bottom of the 9th. One hopper blocked by Galvan. If you can get Ziska on, you've got the bigger bats of Bodeker and Cedarberg behind him, but can Ziska get aboard? 1 ball, no strike count. And the pitch. Strike 1-1. Texas 31-20, 16-10 in the Big 12. UCF 31-16, 12-13 in the league. Ziska waits on a 1-1 pitch. And a ground ball to third. They'll throw to second. They'll get 1. The reel to first is in time for the game-ending double play. And Texas wins the series, taking a Sunday game by a score of 10-7. Longhorns turn 3. second. Pretty good speed. Bain set to go. And the pitch. Ground ball right to the second baseman, Kennedy. They'll get the flip and the throw to first. And the inning-ending double play.
He's off the bag at second.
Is he off the bag at second? That's the call there. That may not end the inning. Texas wants to challenge that. And looks like we're going to get a challenge here. The call was safe at second. And we get a look at the replay, and
he's out.
Yeah, I mean, he touched the bag.
Jalen Flores kicks the bag. I mean, that's not even close.
Nestler's second straight at bat.
Yeah.
He'll ground